Hi, Rich Powell from ClearPath here. We are on a mission to tackle one very tangled question. How do we make our energy sector cleaner and more reliable while making our economy and country stronger? How do we do it today? We've all heard the Biden administration's mission to build back better, but right now we can only build new clean energy projects and reduce CO2 emissions as fast as we can permit new projects. If we are to truly build back better, the mission ought to be build cleaner faster. And speed will be a real priority. All of the analyses about what it will take to transition to a clean energy economy show that we'll need literally tens of thousands of miles of new pipelines carrying hydrogen and other clean fuels, along with captured carbon dioxide away from power plants and industrial facilities. We'll also need immense new transmission infrastructure to carry electricity around an increasingly electrified country, not to mention needing a heck of a lot of new power plants sited everywhere. Enormous wind farms and solar fields, geothermal wells, new nuclear plants and clean fossil plants, and repowered hydro dams. This will be the largest continental construction project in history. And every single one of those projects will begin with a permit. Often called the Magna Carta of environmental laws, the National Environmental Policy Act, also known as NEPA, was signed into law by President Nixon in 1970 and was one of the first laws ever written to establish a broad national framework for environmental protection. NEPA's purpose is to ensure that federal agencies consider the environmental, social, and economic impacts of proposed projects and inform and involve the public in the decision-making process. The NEPA process is supposed to be very simple. A proposed project goes through a review process where it is determined that either the project does not have a significant effect on the environment, and the review process does not require a further assessment, or the project may have a significant effect on the environment and is required to complete a more detailed analysis of impacts. Unfortunately, the simple process envisioned in 1970 looks nothing like the process today. Since its inception more than 50 years ago, the NEPA process has become costly and ineffective, slowing down progress and becoming a tool to delay or kill energy projects. Astoundingly, NEPA was enacted as just 6 pages of legislation. Now it has resulted in a federal permitting process that can take a project as long as 5 to 10 years to complete and cost millions of dollars. The most impactful and important infrastructure projects are the ones NEPA slows the most. The irony? Delays to good projects mean delays to the environmental and economic benefits that could improve Americans' quality of life. Making the permitting process more efficient is essential for 2 reasons. 1, stewardship of taxpayer resources, and 2, scaling clean energy rapidly. Streamlining and accelerating project permitting should focus on the following 4 steps. First, prioritize the review of clean energy projects. Projects that significantly reduce emissions should be at the top of the list for government review. Second, expedite review timelines to ensure a decision is made. The permitting process needs to be shortened so clean energy developers get to a yes, or importantly, a no, faster. Clean energy can only be deployed as quickly as these permits can be issued. Third, reduce the amount of bureaucracy and red tape. Remove obstacles to reduce the burden of the permitting process, and we should consider expanding the use of shorter processes for clean technology. Fourth, ensure all communities benefit from clean energy projects. These projects can have a positive impact on surrounding communities by creating good-paying jobs, addressing environmental pollution problems, and making clean energy more accessible and more affordable. At ClearPath, we believe all of this can be done without rolling back or reversing environmental protections. Let's remember streamlining NEPA changes nothing requiring a project to comply with the Clean Air Act, the Clean Water Act, the Endangered Species Act, etc. And we believe such reform can be done without introducing more regulation or new taxation, or revoking the public's opportunity to be involved in the review process. We have seen dozens of major U.S. companies announce ambitious net zero targets by 2050 or before. NEPA's current review process is of concern if we are to meet these ambitious climate goals and spur economic growth. The good news? A number of legislative proposals to modernize the process are being written as we speak. The need to act is urgent and can only be done if there are efforts to build cleaner faster. Thanks for watching.